Hello, how are you? Um, okay, so I'm going to do monster noises for the alien. I thought this would be more interesting, so I figured I'd just do it from the start. I recorded a whole bunch of different sounds. I had some, but I wanted just more variety, and I figured as I'm recording sounds, I might as well just do like a whole bunch of them. That way I've got stuff to work with in the future, maybe. So I got stuff, it's just me making growling noises. And I really got into it, as you can see. Some of them are pretty cringy. But like all these that say growl, they're not necessarily growls, but I just, I did them all like in one big take, and then I put them into Audacity, and I just basically cut out the ones that I liked and got rid of all the times when I made myself laugh or was coughing horribly because it really hurts your voice. But anyway, yeah. So I did a bunch of different like sounds. Whew. Some of these are real scary zombie noises. So yeah, just like lots of stuff. I made rattle noises because I was looking at like lots of underwater creatures and the sounds they make to get inspiration. And a lot of things click for like sonar, especially like underwater. So I thought that's a good idea. I should try and do some clicking. So I got, these are just like using spoons. So I did like spoon noises. These are the old roars I did. I think they sound a little worse because I had no idea what I was doing. And it was boring. I only did like 5 of them. So I wanted more than that. Just lots of noises. Weird sounds. And then I did some whistles too. Because sometimes you can use whistles for like monster noises. Anyway, I went through, I found the stuff that I liked. Mostly like growls, rattles, whistles. I'm going to try and combine them all together to make some monster sounds. And yeah, all you do is you grab them, you drag them up here. And yeah, I haven't really done anything other than that. I put them all on their own mixer. That's what this is, right? I believe so. So these mixers have nothing on them right now. So 11, 12, 13. I found this old file I was using where I was basically putting all the enhanced effects that I actually like on their own mixers. And that way, like this one, I lost it. It was an underwater sound, but it was like one of those free trial kind of add-ons. So I just like hid it, but I got like echo sounds, notifications if I want to make things sound different, a smaller echo, something that makes it sound more like it's in the background, which just use these like destructor sounds. This one's just a filter, some speaker ones. I don't know how I come up with this. Some of these are probably just presets like backgroundizer or whatever. Mostly using Destructor, just the free stuff on FL Studio. So this one makes it more stereoized. This one's more of a phaser kind of deal. So anyway, this is how I'm going to do this. So I've got Growl 3. This is the first one we're going to work with, which makes that noise. So I put it on number 11 mixer, which is this one. And the way you can like make sound effects really quickly doing this is so yeah, I'm on this mixer, which this little wire goes into from like the master, and then all I got to do is, let's say I want to like run this enhance one, which the enhance one has the Sound Goodizer, which is a plugin. Looks like this. I'm using like the A default, I think, and then the Destructor. This one's just a little distortion and chorus. It's just supposed to make it sound a little better. So I put them both together and I just put them under their own mixer called Enhance. And if we play this real quick, all right, that's what it normally sounds like. But all I got to do is hit the little arrow. So this connects it from this mixer into that mixer, and now it should be enhanced. Which makes it a little bit fuller, sort of deeper. It's like, I don't know, it just does all the stuff to it that I don't really understand that well, like equalization and lowering the peaks and stuff. I think this kind of handles a lot of that stuff for me without having to do much. And then if I want to like add echo to it or something, I can run it from here to enhance, and I can run it through the echo. So now it's running through all these different channels. It's going to add like a lot of like echo. It takes a while to fall off. If I don't like that one, all you got to do is like click the little arrow again, and it'll get rid of it, and I can try a different one. So this is a lot less echo. And yeah, I probably, if I was doing more sound effects, I love this setup to where you can just do a bunch of different things. And anytime you do a new one and you like the sound of it, you just save it and name it as something and save the file. And then just open the file, and then you've got all these different effects without having to go in here and find them all again, because this is so aggravating. Just find them the one time, save it, so you can use it again later. This is what I've learned. Though I'm going to be done with sound effects as soon as I do this one. So, sadly, I got really good at it right when I don't need to use it anymore. Kind of funny. Anyway, there was a few things. I like the enhance. I'm probably going to use it. I usually use the enhance just because it makes things sound a little better. But to make this sound like a monster noise, it's really easy. I'm using my keyboard, my Akai Mid-Eye keyboard. It's a little teeny keyboard. I don't think it's that much. It's like $100 and something. Not too bad, you know, not super break the bank. I love it. It's great. It makes stuff like this a lot easier because you can play these things like on a keyboard. And the cool thing about doing it in FL Studio is you don't have to like run through Audacity and do all these like changes, and you know, it's a lot harder to get the preview when you can just like tone things down and you get this nice when you go to a deeper noise. Also, it's dependent on like how hard I press the key is going to affect how loud it is or how much effect it has. Also, these things have like some, it's not just pressing the key, but it's also like if I let off the key a little bit, it just adds a little variance to it. It's very nice. I love this keyboard. But we're going to do something kind of like this to record our sound. But so far, I like this one. Adding to the growl, just attach it to enhance. Maybe because we're underwater, it does need a little bit of an echo sound. I'm going to look at this one again. I think this is like the auditorium one. It looks like the auditorium one, which I might want to adjust that myself because I think this is just a little too much. I got to go back to this. Actually, it sounds really good. I like that one the most. That's yeah, it's something I think default's like the order one. Yeah, I think this is the default. So that's just taking it down like a couple notes to get to that. Anyway, I like that. So what I'll do is open up this one. So this will show me where that key is. This is D4. And then I can either just put it on there, which usually makes like a very default kind of version of it, which we can play. Sometimes it doesn't play as long, which sounds pretty good. Or I can try and play it myself, and it'll add a little variance, but I don't think that's really necessary because like it's my own personal recorded sound, so I don't really have to edit it that much. I can just like paste it in here, and that should work pretty fine. I just got to make sure the sound effect goes all the way. But there you go. I put in a growl sound. So now to make this more, okay, that's a cool monster noise maybe, but it's kind of boring. So to make this more interesting, I'm going to add like these rattles and whistles to it, and maybe I can make it more interesting than it is. I'm not promising I can, but that's the goal. So now we go over to 12. This is rattle 2. Sounds like this. Okay, so I want to try and put this rattle noise into it and make it sound kind of like underwatery clicks, like dolphin clicks maybe. Kind of like an echolocation thing. Maybe it trails off of it a bit and then fades out. I don't know. But that's kind of the idea. And I put this one on 12 so that they can all be on like its own thing. Also, so the reason I put like all this on 11 and have it connected like this is now all the growls are using like the same effect. They'll be consistent basically. So the rattles, whatever I do to the rattles, will affect all the rattles. Anyway, I like to hear it just pitch down and pitch up to start with. I find that there's just a lot of playing around when it comes to doing these sound effects. Okay, let's try enhancing it, because I always start there. I'm worried that it sounds a little too metallic, which that's a problem with the bass file, but might be able to fix it. Okay, let's just add the echo then. They all sound really metallic, which I don't quite like. Let's try some of these other ones. This notification one is, I don't remember, but it's got distortion, filter, chorus, another filter. So let's just try it out and see what it does to it. Kind of like that, a little distortion to it. Let's get rid of it. Try some other ones. Backgroundizer, that would probably work. Kind of like that. So I got this stereoized, which is supposed to make it probably won't sound good, but I like to just try stuff out. Can't even really tell the difference. Thought that's supposed to have a more of an effect. Sounds weird. Well, another cool thing about doing the keyboard is you can press like two different sounds back to back and kind of stack and overlap them and make really crazy effects just by accidentally pressing two keys at once. All right, so I could do like the 1 or the 2, or I could do like that, and now we've just got like a big stack of stuff, or you can kind of like stack them. All right, so they kind of like roll. So just another great reason the MIDI keyboard can be used for sound effects. kind of like that. Overtune. It gives it kind of like that horror aesthetic. And remember, this is like a horror monster. Kind of like, I like that. Okay, let's, so I like Overtune. I don't like whatever Stereoized was. I couldn't even hear it. So I think that might just be because it had something like another plugin that was attached to it. It's run out of the free trial. So I think this one's just been like messed up. So I'm going to take Overtune and replace it. I don't remember how to rename this right here. Is there a way to like right click, rename? I don't remember. Rename color icon. There we go. So we're going to rename this one Overtune because that's what it's doing. There we go. Also, I noticed the volume's been dropped on here. Did I do that? Maybe. Let's raise that back up to default. I might have done that by accident. So, my thought process right now, I like the deep sound, but I think it is too slow. So what I need to do is give it the deep sound, but then also increase the tempo of it. So it's a deep sound that clicks a lot faster. But I kind of like the creepy nature of it right now. I don't think I need to change anything else. That's pretty good. I just want to speed it up now. And I don't know if I can speed it up through any of these, but let's try and do something like that. There's a way to like change the tempo, I think. Reverb, distortion, dynamics, filter, flanger, gain, misc. So there's a pitcher. New time. Visual, okay. I know I can change it if I change it like manually through this, but then I'd have to change all of them like that. But somewhere in here is a way to change your tempo. I don't know where it is. Let's try that, because that's kind of what I've settled on anyway. And we'll throw that in there somewhere. So if I played them both, man, I don't like how metallic it sounds. Gets that sound. I don't know, maybe just too deep. Yeah, it just sounds too metal. Maybe I should have tried something else to make the clicking sounds, the rattle noise. I need to listen to sounds of like dolphin clicking and things again, because now I can only remember what they sound like. But I'm kind of getting the idea of what I'm going for. Well, yeah, I'm starting to like get there. It's like a roar, but with some clicking that's followed with it. We get some horror sounds through this. Actually, this sounds really good, especially for an alien, underwater alien. I think if it had less like echo to it, but it's almost really good. Plus, it goes with like the whole '80s theme. Delay is the one that does the long bit, right? If I remove this, yeah, then you lose that echo. But it is causing me to peek out really bad. Oh god. Welcome to the demo version. Every few minutes. Okay. Yeah, this is something that's going to run out too if I use it. Okay, what if I just like play it with what I got then? Lower this back down a bit. Oh man, that's... So you can do Control plus Shift to drag a little box, kind of like an RTS, move them all at once. This like whistle's throwing me off. But I need something. Oh, let's just start like way down here. Okay. So it's still way too loud. It's drowning out my roar. Maybe if I pull it back more, or I don't know. I mean, at this point, we're like way low. This is affecting the volume, yeah? Oh yeah. I figure if it was that close to the bottom, you'd barely even be able to hear it. It's still very loud. Yeah, maybe the whistle just doesn't work. I need to abandon it. Like the rattle with the growl works pretty well. Let's try some other ones now. Now we've got that much in. So now that I've gone this far, all the roars are like set up. All I gotta do is set them up on the bars. And hide the other ones. So we go here and just mimic what we had before. The rattle might be a bit different now. I like those. You can't even hear the rattles this time around. Oh, there they go. Yeah, I think a deeper rattle does help. Okay. It's interesting. Let's try the other one. Number 5. Listen to that sound. It's amazing. Like this noise that I made can sound like this with just like a pitch shift. And well, okay, there's a lot of stuff being affected to it right now, but it sounds so cool. Like it sounds like a really good monster noise. Heck, I might even take out the clicks. Who knows? Maybe it's just fine being little roars. I just feel like that makes it kind of boring. I was trying to make it more interesting, but all right. The rattles sometimes don't play. It's just weird. There they go. Man, that sounds good. I can even like do different rattles with different growls. The other thing about this, the alien goes through like 3 forms. He's small, gets a medium size, and then in the final battle he's big. So what I can do is export all these noises with the rattles and everything together, and then do like 3 more versions of them, low pitch, middle pitch, high pitch, depending on the size of them. So I get more sounds out of it. I'm kind of liking this. I think I'm going to export these 3. No whistles. I don't think I can make the whistle work. The dog is just licking my elbow. What's up with that? Okay, so there you go. I got, and actually I could just listen to them. Actually, let's just combine everything and see what it sounds like. Just one crazy roar. All right, because I got rid of the rattles, I got nothing to extend the sound anymore. Let's just get like a boop noise or something. I'm gonna put it there. Throw this way down here. There we go. That's some pretty crazy sound. Let's do, okay, let's figure out like what combination. Oh, this is cool. This works. So if you put like a sound and put the thing way down here, but then turn it off, you can still have it play the entire thing. And now I don't have to hear this sound because it's turned off. So that's a neat little trick. There's probably a better way to do that, but I don't remember how. I can't really tell what's best. So I think I'll just do 1, 2, and 3. As they lie, they all sound a little different. Why do you keep licking my elbow? It's so weird. God, I love that sound. This is like a really good growl noise. That one's great too. Alright, I'm going to export these like this. I think that I can just select the ones that I want and then export it as is, and it should work. So if I export as a WAV file, this would be Alien 1, and then here we have leave remainder, cut remainder, rep. I think leave remainder is better because it'll actually play out the entire thing. So this grunt might mess it up and make it really long. Let's go ahead and export that. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it's seeming like it's going to be way too much on the end. That's probably because this is still included, even though it's turned off. So let's get rid of that and try and export it again. Okay. It's still pretty long. But what we can do with that, so now I've got this alien one. I open up Audacity, grab this, throw this into here, and then there's our sound. Now what I can do is grab all this excess, delete it, and then what I like to do is just grab this tail end and go to Effect and do a fade out here so that it'll end well, and then we can play it. And honestly, that's probably too much. I could fade it out way sooner and not even have that much tail. So let's do like, let's cut this part out because it's making the sound like extra long. And then we'll fade it out from here. Yeah, it's good. Because you don't need that much extra sound on it. It's going to like stack up background noise if I do too much of that. So we export this as Alien 1, save it, okay. There we go. So that's our alien sound. And then to do another one, block out those, file, export, wave file, Alien 2, and start. And now that I know what I'm doing, I'll go ahead and do the last one as well, and then we'll edit both of those. Okay. And then we take these, throw them up in here, and do them the exact same treatment. Probably somewhere like here for this one, delete, and there. We go like this. Oh. Effect, fade out. There we go. Let me mute that one. Listen to this one. Cool. And then mute that one. Listen to this one. Sounds so good. I can't believe I made that noise with my mouth. It doesn't even sound like it came from a person anymore. It's really cool. All right, so you mute one, keep the other one unmuted. Go to File, Export, Alien 2, Save. These are my defaults. It's just like, I don't know, it's normal WAV file. And then you save it, close that one, unmute this one, export that one, Alien 3, save, okay, close, no. Now we can listen to those three sounds by going here, and there they are. Oh, they're going to be low because I have this turned down. Okay. So those are three sounds, and then I'll probably throw these back in here just to do different, play with the pitch some more, and do like like a baby one or a juvenile one, an adult one, and then like a really big one for the boss. So the voice changes through the game. But there we go. It took a long time, but that is how I did it. Oh, it was like an hour-long video. I'm sorry. I might cut some of that out. Who knows? Yeah, I think there's a lot of wasted time there. But I just wanted to show it because this is the last of it. Like, once I export that stupid stuff, oh, that's just some stuff I ordered online. Once I redo that stuff, this will be basically done. We got the 3 alien roars. There was the stuff for the fishing, which I don't know if I'm going to actually do. Might come back to it. And then the rest of it's like musical stuff. We get into music. And I don't know what I'm going to do with music or whatever, but hey, sound effects are done now with this video. Alright, that's it. Later.